Scanning. Synchronizing. Stabilizing. Engaged.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is K Rev. I know you guys seen me earlier today. We was with Josie Jackson. She's out of the UK. She is a contributing writer with Standard Magazine, and also she is a lifestyle and fitness coach. Someone that is to be admired and also respected and also listened to, because she is well equipped with the knowledge and the wisdom to help you, synchronize your mentality and also, your body fitness, so she give you those synchronicities between the both. So she's awesome. Also, you heard me give reference to Dr. Latronica, who is also holistic doctor, who is a part of Standard Mag as well, who contributes. And also I am a customer and a client of hers. Holistically, I'm looking at different things. I am starting a segment. This would be like the second one. I think I did a little preview last week, but this is going to be what you call Brother's Keeper. This section, this segment on the couch, we're going to be talking about maybe about 10-15 minutes. We're going to be sharing some statistics, conversations that I feel is necessary, that a lot of households, a lot of churches, a lot of personal people, they're just really, you're not having these talks. These talks are very important. I love life. I love people. I love to see people move, grow, and be more than what they are. We got to know that our lives is only a moment. Even though if you live 80, 90 years, it's still a moment in time that you have to see exactly what you're going to contribute to this world. I'm learning my purpose. I'm learning what I stand for. I'm learning what it means to be a giver. I want you to know also that this segment, as in every segment that I have, is brought to you by Standard Mag. It is the oxygen for the entrepreneur and also the voice for the culture. Also, we'll be sponsored by KR3 and Co Enterprises. And this company helps companies grow, businesses grow securely. I need you to understand today on Brothers Keeper, we're going to be talking about some small, I guess not small, but they are big, but small statistics that I want you guys to take a listen to. And you may have to, as this segment goes on over time, you may consider me as Noah. Noah, what he did, he started talking about it's going to rain. It's going to rain. It's going to rain. And many people laughed at him. Many people thought he was crazy. He built the ark and it was just sun shining. It's almost like in California, it never rains in Southern California. It's going to rain. So just because problems hadn't hit your house doesn't mean that it won't. Just because situation hadn't hit your house yet doesn't mean that it won't. Just because you hadn't got sick or terminally ill doesn't mean it won't happen one day. The difference between you and the person that it has happened to is the fact that it happened to them. Life is pretty simple. Life is pretty simple. Just because it hadn't rained on your house yet doesn't mean it won't rain. My father, Bishop Kerry Rivers, has taught me growing up that, listen, man, just because it hadn't rained in your life, just wait a while. Things happen. Situations come up. Situations happen. So I got some statistics that I want to talk about real quick. And the statistics I got is talking about plan for the unexpected. One in every two men, and also 1 in every 3 women will contract some form of cancer. That is big. And that is a big situation. No one wants to talk about that. No one wants to live in the fact that things could happen. A lot of us are Bible believers. A lot of us are people that love God. A lot of us are people that really follow the faith situation. But even Jesus told the people, show yourself to the physician. So you have to position yourself to know that things can happen. Situations can occur. But are you prepared for that? Are you prepared for that? There's And if those of you that don't know, I am a licensed life insurance agent. I'm licensed in 7 different states. I'm licensed in California. I'm licensed in Texas. I'm licensed in Georgia. I'm licensed in Ohio. I'm licensed in Pennsylvania. I'm licensed in New York and Michigan. So those who in these states that are listening to me, listen, if you are not in a position where you're not hedging against the finances and the properties that you own right now, listen, give me a call. I am in a position where I can help you. But understand these statistics again. 1 in every 2 men. So men, look around. If you're in a room right now, or if you're driving down the street on a six lane highway, 1 in 2 men will contract some form of cancer. Say you going to the doctor, saying you going to the doctor right now, and you just going for a typical checkup. They do blood work on you. 3 days later, they hit you up. Listen, we need you to come back in. We got a conversation that we need to have for you. Are you prepared financially right now? If somebody diagnosed you, if you was diagnosed with that on a regular situation going into the doctor, are you financially prepared to be out 6 to 8 months? Some of us have retirement set aside for us, for latter years. But what if you have to go into this retirement to position yourself to take care of your everyday living? You can't go to work and go through chemo at the same time. How does that look financially for you and your household? How does that look financially for you and your wife or your children? Or women. It says 1 in every 3 women can contract the same thing. How does that look for you? Are you in a position to right now that you have enough finances set aside to take care of you 1 to 6 months, without working? How does that look? How would that feel? Some people say that would be bad. What is bad to you? What is bad to you? Some people feel like bad is I can't go to Starbucks for a week, or I can't go to Chick-fil-A. What does that look like? What's the first thing that will go if you had to sit out of work for 6 months? Would they come and repossess your car? Would they put the pink eviction notice on your front door? How does that look? If you're stricken down today with a critical illness, a critical injury, a chronic illness, or terminal illness, are you financially prepared to take care of this situation for your household? Listen, if you're not, I'm here to help you. I can help you. I can help you. And so, and another statistic I want you, there are over 800,000 stroke victims every day. And every 44 seconds, someone in the US has a heart attack. And the funny thing is, it's not just old people. It's not just older elderly people that are suffering from this. Not just older elderly people suffering from this. You got people right now, especially COVID unveiled to us how this can happen. COVID unveiled it to us, man. Like COVID really showed us what this looks like. So many people that we thought would be here are no longer here. People that we thought would be here and keep moving and carry on the torch are no longer here anymore. Now, the thing is, I'm not talking to scare you. I'm just talking to have a conversation to prepare you and to make you think and to have you to think. Are you consciously right now could say to yourself, am I in the place that I need to be if something like that hit me? Are you? CEOs, those who telling me or just saying that you own a business, do you have a policy or do you have anything in place to position your business if something happened to you? The Bible said it rains on the just as well as the unjust. Okay, so if it rained on you today, are you in a position to where that you can prepare yourself, to make sure that your family and that your everyday life doesn't have any type of hiccup? Approximately 70% of people over the age of 65 requires long-term care assistance during their lifetime, and over 40% will need care in a nursing home. Are you in a position to where that you can handle that? I want you to understand and know today, starting this segment going on every Wednesday, I'm shooting for 3 o'clock every week. Every week, I want to be online asking these questions, talking to you, being a hedge of protection, providing that kind of conversation with you. Because see, listen, everyday life is happening. And what I desire for the people is to be in a place where I can help you position yourself to get it done. Listen, these are some serious and true statistics. 1 in every 2 men, 1 in every 3 women can contract some form of cancer in their life. There are over 800,000 stroke victims per year. Every 44 seconds, someone in the US has an heart attack. Heart attacks are not just for older people. Heart attacks have happened to a lot of younger people my age. I'm 43 years old, and I'm subject to anything that happens to somebody else. Listen, I talk about it every week. I'm with Dr. Latronica every week. I'm with Josie, my lifestyle and fitness coach over in the UK. We're talking, we're having these conversations. Really take a look at your life. Are you really positioning yourself to have a long, healthy life? And if something happens to you, can you financially say that right now, that if you get up, and this has happened to one of my cohorts, one of my friends, one of my brothers in the insurance business, had a client get up from his sofa, go to his refrigerator, and he was stricken with a massive stroke. It happens every day. But if it happened to you, are you prepared? Listen, man, this is your brother's keeper. Reach out to me. If you're in the state of California, if you're in the state of Texas, if you're in Georgia, if you're in Ohio, if you're in Michigan, if you're in Pennsylvania, if you're in New York, listen, reach out to me. I'm in a place to where that I want to render help and conversation to you. Call me 470-738-7667. I'm going to put the number on the screen. Reach out to me for more information. You can call me 470-738-7667. Your life is worth living. If you got life, let's enjoy it. If you want a long life, be out here. Let's get healthy. Let's start eating right. Let's drink our water. Let's position ourselves to do what it is that's necessary to be in the best place possible for your life. You matter. Someone in this world right now is waiting on you to move. Someone in this world right now is waiting on you to open your mouth. Someone in this world right now is waiting and anticipating for the knowledge you have for them so they can move to their next level. Do you know that if it wasn't for Steve Jobs, you wouldn't have the iPhone or the iPad? If you didn't have those who created Tesla or the other people that created, the type of clothing that you wear, if they didn't jump out into what they felt like they was called to do, you wouldn't have a lot of the things that you have. So someone is waiting on you. So that means that you have purpose. Someone is waiting on your level of influence. Someone is waiting on your voice. Someone is waiting on you to say something. So what are you waiting on? What are you waiting on? What are you allowing yourself? What type of fear is hindering you? What type of fear is actually keeping you down? So today we start in this segment, Brother's Keeper. I gave out some statistics. Take a look at the replay. I want you to understand that there's a lot of real life happening out here, and I'm thanking and I'm blessing God that He's helped me to position myself to help other people. If you're in the state of California, Georgia, Texas, you're in Ohio, Pennsylvania, Michigan, or New York, listen, if real life happens to you critically, chronically, or terminally, listen, if it haven't happened to you yet, great. Call me. Position yourself to be in a place to where that you have a hedge of protection that protects you and protects your money, protects your possession of what you have right now. Because if real life knocks on your door, are you financially prepared right now to handle whatever it is that's necessary to get you going? Listen, I love people. I love you. I love your purpose. I love what it is that you have in your life. I need you to know these statistics are real. 1 in every 2 men, 1 in every 3 women will contract some form of cancer. And there are over 800,000 stroke victims per year. Every 44 seconds in the U.S., there's a heart attack going on. Are you in a place, if that happened to you, could you handle it? I just want you to know. Don't think it's not subjected to you. It's subjected to everybody. The only difference between you and the person it happened to, that the Lord has shown grace on you for you not to happen to you at this moment. I'm excited. I'm excited. You know why? Because I can live and breathe and I can have this conversation. One day I'm going to get old. One day I'm going to become an older man. And if I have to be in a place to where I can see a nursing home, I'm going to be ready. So you need to take a look at that. You're not going to be your age where you are right now. And if you're not in a place where that you don't know what you want out of life, maybe you need to start positioning yourself to asking yourself those type of important questions. You have to know that life is happening right in front of you. You got to pay attention. You know, you say that you want more. You say that I want to be a millionaire in 10 years. What are you doing today to get that done? How are you positioning yourself? What are you reading right now? What are you storing up in your mindset to get yourself ready for that? Like, I'm just curious. I'm just curious to know that. What are you doing right now to prep yourself for your tomorrow? Because whether you're ready or not, like, you do the hide and go seek when we were children, ready or not, here I come. That's how life is going to be. That's how life is being. Just really take a look at your life right now. If you're not where you want to be, where you are currently right now, you are in a place, or your life is a lump sum of the decisions that you made yesterday. If you want more, if you want to be more, if you want to position yourself to be more, if you want the monies, if you want the cars, if you want the security out of life, it's going to be up to you. God has done his thing. He's done his thing. Jesus have created the bridge. What are you going to do? It's all up to you now. It's really up to you. What decisions are you making right now for yourself? I just really want to know. DM me, call me, reach out to me. What things that are you trying to do for yourself that's significant enough? And if you don't know what to do, let's have a conversation. But you got to start having these conversations for yourself. Life is happening. It's happening right in front of you. And best believe, if you don't like where you are right now, start making better decisions. Because where you are right now is based on what you decided to do in your life yesterday. If you don't have the money in the bank, you're not a tree. Start making these decisions. You don't like the car you driving? Start making the decision to do what it is you got to do. I'm in a place right now that I'm really working on my credit to elevate it up to 800. So you know what I want? Money is great. But I heard in the Bible, it's best to have a good name than silver and gold. Even if I ain't got no cash in the bank, but if I got good credit, I can get anything I want. So I want you guys to understand what it is that you want out of life and start asking yourself. If you want a great family, have a great family. You want a beautiful car, position yourself to get that. You are the author and the finisher of your decisions of your life. If you're made it in the image of God, you made in the image of God to have what it is you want. So that means you are a maker and creator. So what you have right now, you created it. What you got going on in your life, some of it's your responsibility. So it's going to be your responsibility to get up and get it fixed. You remember the man in the Bible, I think it's in John, where he was around the pool of Bethesda for so many years, man. And he was waiting, trying to get to the moving of the water, trying to get to the water, trying to get to that place. If I can just touch this water, touch this situation or this sensation, I will be made whole. I will be better. Okay. He could never get there on his own. So he was depending on other folks to do it for him. So when the answer came to his face, when Jesus, he was the answer, he was the help, he was what this man's been praying for. When he finally gets to him, the funny thing is Jesus asked this dude, hey man, do you want to be healed? What was the first thing this guy said? I have nobody to help me. Excuse. How many times people out here in this world is making that same excuse, man? Hey, man, people come to you with ideas, opportunities. What's your first thing that a person says? I ain't got nobody to give me that, man. I have nobody helping me. I have nobody taking the time to show me. Man, it's the information age. It's your responsibility to get up, go to YouTube, go to Twitch, go to TikTok, all this stuff, all these books. And it's sad that if you want to hide something from somebody, put it in a book. But you know what? There's no excuse anymore. Nothing is private. If you do not succeed in life, it's because you really, really don't want to do it. This guy was waiting on people. He was down for so long. And the funny thing is, when Jesus came up to the guy and he asked, "Do you want to be healed?" The man said, "I ain't got nobody to help me." That wasn't his question. His question was, "Do you want to be healed? Do you want to be whole? Do you want to be in a better place?" His answer should have been, "Yeah." But do you understand, even at the place, even at that situation, Jesus didn't put his hands on him. He just told the man to do what? He says, "Just get up, take up your bed and you walk." So I'm telling you people, I'm telling my black brothers, I'm telling my white brothers, I'm telling my Asian brothers, I'm telling my Mexican brothers, I'm telling everybody of under the sound of my voice with blood and ability to see, taste, and touch and hear. I'm telling you right now, take up your bed and walk. Get up, make the decision today. Say when you hear the voice of the Lord, harden not your heart. I'm not saying I'm God. I'm not that. I'm a creation of the Lord, and I'm a voice utilized in the community to share with you that you don't have to stay stuck in the bed that you in. You need to find yourself getting up. So this segment is called Brothers Keeper. So we on the couch still. We're still on the couch. We're still on the couch. We're still here. We still proclaiming the righteousness of the mind, and we're looking at holistic salvation. We were looking at conversations of freeing you mentally, spiritually, financially, and physically, because you can't be a holistic righteous person when you're constantly bargaining to get out of situations that you personally put yourself in. It's time to take responsibility of yourself, your actions, and your mind. Life is simple. You need to understand that your mind is subjected to any and everything around it if you allow it to be there. So the biggest continent, and I asked this to my Zambian sisters and brothers when I was out in Vegas, the question was, what is the biggest continent that has not been explored in the world? The biggest one. What's the biggest continent in the world that has not been explored? And my Zambian sisters and brothers, I wasn't surprised. They said Zambia. Yes, that's one of the places physically. But you know what? The biggest continent in this world that has not been explored is your mind. Your mind has not been explored. You have not even tapped into the power that you have and that you possess for yourself. When are you going to do that? When are you going to allow yourself to be the creation that you was purposed at being? When are you going to allow yourself to tap into that and stop blaming other people for your other responsibilities you need to take in up on yourself? Be the authentic creation that you're supposed to be. It is time for you to take up your bed. It is time for you to take up your mindset and go and move. No one is coming for you. No one is going to give you anything. What you have right now, it took the effort of you to get it. If you own a home right now, what did it take? It took you to have the credit. It took you to have a job. It took you to position yourself in the most righteous way to get what it is you desire. So now in life, stop falling short of the things that you want because you're trying to blame somebody else because you don't have it. That is hogwash. You're putting yourself through personal hell because of blaming someone and trying to get somebody else to do it for you. It is your responsibility. Take up your own cross. Take up the cross of your life and keep moving. Jesus took up the cross, and he took up the cross that he had to take to get to where he needed to be in order to be the one that we're looking at. In order to be glorified in your own legacy, you got to take the cross up. It is your responsibility. It is no one else's responsibility to take up your gifting. It's no one else's responsibility to take up your mindset. It is your responsibility. Bible said that I can do all things through Christ. But take a look at that. I can do all things through Christ. I can do. God has done his thing. He's created. He's given. He's positioned. But what are you doing? What are you going to do? Where are you going? Like, where are you going? How are you going to do this? If you want your house, what do you have to do? You got to get good credit. If you want a better car, what do you got to do? You got to position yourself to be available. It's no one else's responsibility to get what it is you want for yourself. It's on you. So this segment, we're going to be doing this every Wednesday. I'm shooting for 15 minutes, but we're going to be doing Brothers Keeper on the couch every Wednesday at 3 o'clock. And so I'm excited about that because I want to have conversation or significant conversations that people are not having. You know, I want to ask the questions. I want to make the statements that they're not talking about. I want to talk about the things that they're not speaking about, you know, and understand that it is your responsibility. It is your time to take up your space in your bed. If you're tired of where you're living at, if you're tired of your mindset, if you're tired of laying where you're laying at, you now have to take up your bed. Do you have to you realize your Savior, my Savior, Jesus Christ, a lot of these people that he healed, he did not touch. It was their mind. They had to get up. They had to be there. They had to make up in their mind. Didn't he tell the man, take up your bed and walk? He had to decide in himself that he wanted it. So what are you going to do? You want it bad enough? Get up. You want it bad enough? You want a better life? Get up. You want something tight in your life? You want a beautiful wife? You want a handsome husband? You want a better house? You want a stronger body? Get up. Stop snacking on the couch. Stop looking at reruns on Netflix. If you want better, get off the couch. Get away from the television. You want a better spiritual life? Spend time with God. You want a better mindset? Start reading. How many books have you read this month? How many? Next week, I'll show you a couple of books that I'm on, that I read. I like to read. In the past 45 days, I bought 10 new books. 10. I spent over $350, and I'm going to read every last one of them. So, and I'm gone. I'm ending. This is our Brothers Keepers segment. Love you guys. Y'all make sure y'all be cool. Enjoy your day. Enjoy what you're doing, but I want you to think about that. What do you want out of life? Where are you going to go in the next 10 years? Ready or not, it's going to happen. Y'all be good, be blessed, and I'll talk to you soon.